Freelance clap.
I mean, that's what people say.
Yeah, that's what they call me.
No, they don't call him that. They call Andy 2-bottle Andy. You know why? He drinks 2 bottles of whiskey every single day, Matt. 2 bottles of whiskey.
Fuck, dude.
No, he does.
You gotta give the liver a workout
Dude,
every day.
Is this new behavior?
Sure.
I left the school before you did.
You know, man, I started talking to him about scotch here and there, and he started
so it's your
sending me
fault.
snaps. Yeah, it's mainly my fault. Hang on, I'm actually going to tell you a wonderful little story here.
Please do.
So I went to make a drink, and I was making this little alternative to like a gin martini. So it's gin, sweet vermouth, Angostura bitters, and a little bit of Demerara sugar simple syrup. So I like poured everything into my glass, ready to stir her up. Went to my freezer and I didn't have any ice.
That sounds
So
delicious.
instead, I dumped a bunch of frozen blueberries in the drink, stirred it up, and then poured it out. But then I was like, okay, this just is weird. So I poured prickly pear soda in it, and now I have this like beautiful, wonderful tasting little drink.
I was about to ask how it tastes.
It tastes wonderful, man.
I wouldn't want to try to recreate that. That would
I
be
would
a bitch
assume it's
to
a very
recreate.
it sounds like a very sweet drink with all the fruit in it.
The vermouth might cancel it out, right?
Yeah,
The
I was
vermouth
kinda
and the
thinking gin
bitters
might.
and the gin, because
Yeah.
gin's not sweet.
Yeah,
No.
gin's very...
It's nice. It's got sweet, but it has that very like botanical, like sharp side to it. I dig it. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all.
Well, hey, maybe you could call it a Matt Buckner.
There we go.
A Glen. It's a Glen.
Oh, okay, a Glen. Even
we go.
better. You heard it first there, everybody. It's a Glen.
No, it tastes like a Glen to me. I think it's a Glen.
If you want to make it at home, so what you're going to want to do is start with 2 ounces of gin. I prefer Hendrick's. It's a Scottish gin. It's real fucking good. Ounce of your dry vermouth. An ounce. I did like 4 or 5 dashes Angostura. Just mix that shit up. Run out of ice. It's key that you run out of ice. You can't have the option of
It can't
having
be there,
ice.
like setting there.
Yeah,
no. You
yeah.
have to not be able to use it. Like
You have
at
to
all.
get creative. So, you know what? If you only have like frozen chicken nuggets, you're going to have a meaty Glen. And that's fine.
Sometimes
Most
you want
Glens
some meat
are
on it.
meaty. Yeah,
Sometimes
absolutely.
You gotta put a little English on it,
Exactly.
You're giving drink advice to a guy drinking an off-brand Corona Light right now.
Oh.
Monterey.
I got the real stuff right here. I got the real
Corona
good
extra
stuff.
in the garage. This is what's in the fridge.
Freezer. I freeze my beer too.
So it's in the icebox.
Mix it into a nice slushy.
There you go.
Yeah.
do you
Nothing
guys wanna
like
talk
eating your
about?
beer with a spoon.
All right, Matt, we got to get your opinion. It's been a hotly debated thing on
Okay.
this whole channel. What's your opinion on the app TikTok?
Oh, I love TikTok, man. Yes. TikTok's the shit.
Suck it, Andy.
Oh,
Suck
TikTok's the shit, dude. People, okay.
Suck it,
Hot
Andy.
take. People complain because they download TikTok finally because one of their friends started watching it a lot. Some shit like that. And they get... Am I allowed to cuss? Is cussing?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's
on the show?
encouraged.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Okay.
It's encouraged.
And they download it and they're like, there's a bunch of weird shit on my For You page. I'm like, you just got to give it like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah,
And
it
then
learns
it
your
gets
shit.
good.
Yeah.
And then it gets good. The algorithm figures you out. It finds what you like. It makes you feel like a creep every once in a while. Because you're just sitting there trying to listen to like a couple cool jazz licks and then some 14-year-old chick comes up and you're like, is she 28? I can't tell.
Not wearing that much clothes usually.
Yeah,
you
dude,
feel
it's
ashamed.
scary, man.
They don't come up in mine. Mine's mainly like cats and shit now, but you know.
Oh, I know. I started like every time it'd pop up, I'd be like, not interested. Not
Swipe
interested.
that shit fast. If it's a girl,
And now,
it's not even.
every 3 weeks, TikTok's like, "Are you sure?" And I'm like, "Yes, TikTok."
Are you sure you don't want to look at an underage thought? Come on. Now.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, Andy's gonna get one. We're gonna make Andy's
Well,
gonna
I've
make a
got
dance
one.
video.
I've
Okay.
got one.
Finally
Dude,
got
it's
one.
so good. And like, if you get into the weird side of it too, you'll get some gems.
There's some good comedy on there.
absolute gems. Oh, there's great comedy,
Yeah,
dude.
I mean, not a lot of them suck still for me.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I haven't used it that much, but there's some
dude,
good shit.
the more you use it, the better it gets, man.
The more time you
It's-
spend on it, at least for me.
It's so good. It's so good.
Now, do you make TikToks or just Browse.
I do here and there. I was
Same.
doing like a show on TikTok for a little bit.
Nice.
Where I bought this book that's like 3,000 questions about me. And I was just answering like 3 every day and like going into them and like talking
cool.
about them. Yeah, it was fun. To be totally honest, I just got a couple questions where I was like, ooh, I'm not ready to answer those yet. And then therapy got intense, so we started talking about those questions. I was like, I'm going to take a break. I'm also just not good with keeping up with social platforms.
I'm the same way. I hate it. I honestly, I don't even like to use Facebook really that much anymore.
I use Facebook for Marketplace. That's it. And
I use it for my music.
That's also where I buy
my,
all of my shit now.
Yeah,
that's where I found my Les Paul, and it was wonderful.
Yeah, he's got a nice Les Paul. It's got really high action, and he doesn't want to lower it. So when I come to his house, I'm gonna lower it. I'm gonna lower his action. Make it better.
Perfect. Give him arthritis sooner.
I've already got it.
You should see his son of a bitch's Martin. It's even worse.
Oh yeah, my Martin's.
Man.
He's got a nice Martin, but it's.
Really?
I mean, dude, probably like at least 864, something like the bass side. Probably the same on the treble. It's like I'm not at least, if not more. The saddle's like that tall. Like
you playing fucking classical on a steel string?
Dude, I'm like Andy, bro. Can I lower this for you? He's like, I don't really mind it. I'm like, do you have the hand strength of like a silverback gorilla? Like,
yeah,
apparently.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I went looking for a bass on Facebook Marketplace because I needed one because I was tired of trying to program bass lines.
Yeah.
It's just annoying, and I'm a good enough bass player where I'm like, I can write funk bass lines if I want to. I just needed a bass. But I ended up finding one from a local shop.
It looks like a Fender you got behind you.
Yeah, it's a Mexican jazz bass.
Love those. Those are great. Those are great.
Oh, dude, they're perfect. They're perfect.
Nothing wrong with them.
Oh, yeah.
You don't need anything better than that, really. I mean,
yeah, well, and it was perfect too because I found it I think I picked it up 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I was able to get it from like a local shop who I know is probably hurting right now to some extent or
There's
another.
a lot of places like that.
Yeah,
there were a couple on Facebook Marketplace that I almost pulled the trigger on, but I'm a brick and mortar guy. I like brick and mortar stuff.
Shop locally.
And so as soon as I saw that they had like a 96 MIM, I was like,
ooh.
yeah.
What
I'll
year were
take
you
it.
born, Matt?
95.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I knew it was close, dude. I have
dude, 95. Well, and the fun thing
sucks,
is,
man.
is my Les Paul.
I got a birth year Les Paul I bought for myself on my 18th birthday.
Yeah, my Les Paul is a 95.
Oh, hell yeah. Having a birth year guitar is good.
Yeah, agreed. And then the funny thing is I'm actually considering trading my, that Taylor I got?
Dude, yeah, dude. I love that Taylor.
Yeah, dude, I'm considering trading it, though.
For what?
Because a guy has a 96 Koa full-body Taylor, no cutout.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
wow.
814?
Yeah, probably.
And
I don't know. I'm not a Taylor guy, really.
Yeah,
I
it's an
play one a
814.
lot.
Mine's a 614, so his is even like 2 technical steps above mine.
Dude.
But it's in beautiful
Make
condition.
sure you play
it.
it.
Doesn't have the cutout. Oh, I know.
Yeah.
And that's like, I sent him a couple
suck, man.
pictures.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
It
And like
could
that's
suck.
the only reason I bought that Taylor
Mm-hmm.
is because I went into Guitar Center because I was like, I've got money and I play a lot of acoustic. And I was like, I want to get one that's going to last me from here on out. Like,
absolutely.
One that
All
I can
solid
be
wood.
gigging with in 15 years. Easy.
So my hummingbird is for me, man. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
And I walked in. Actually, do you guys want to hear this full story? It's a bit long, but it's cool.
I don't care.
We are
We don't
here
give a
for
shit.
stories. If
don't
we
give
can
a
drink
shit.
beer and listen,
It's
that's what this is for.
Yeah, I mean, you guys will love it because you're both guitar guys too.
Oh, yeah.
So I walk into the acoustic section, and I walk in, and like one of the employees is playing that Taylor with another customer, and they're sitting there like toking around on
It's
it.
the
just
worst
having fun.
feeling.
Right? And I was like, wow, that is really pretty. It's that thing's gorgeous. And he was like, yeah, man, it's a steal. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And he was like, you want to play it? And I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. It was $1,400. I was like, I would spend $1,400,
Yeah.
so might as well see how it plays. Like,
Yeah.
at the time too, I didn't think I wanted a Taylor.
Yeah, it's
What were you
funny
looking
that
for?
works out. Funny that works out, man.
Right?
It does.
And so
work
like I
out that way
sit down
sometimes.
and I start like noodling on it, and I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
This thing like fits my hand perfectly. The action's dead on. It's an 07, but it looks like it came off the factory yesterday. There's no
Yeah, it looks
scratches.
brand new.
It's wild, dude.
Yeah.
And so I'm sitting there playing it, and he's like, "You want it?" And I was like, "Yeah, kinda."
I want
He was
to,
like,
yeah.
he was like, "If you leave here without that guitar, when you come back, it will not be here."
Yeah.
He was like, "The condition that thing is in, it will not be here. I'm not." He was like, "I'm not trying to upsell you. I'm not trying to force you to buy it. I'm just being honest with you. This is a once in a couple years type of thing that comes through our shop, and you just happen to come in today." And I was like, "Oh, fuck."
Dude, that's the worst when they hit you with that shit. Like, 'cause
Oh, I
you're
know.
you're like, I didn't want to buy anything today, but
I was like, and I was waiting for a couple like graduation present checks to go through,
yeah.
which if those would have gone through, I would have bought it on the spot. But so I left, and
Yeah.
I was like, "What's the?" I was like, "Is there any way I can reserve it?" He was like, "Yeah." He was like, "It's gonna be $500 to reserve it, though."
Oh, the layaway, yeah.
Ugh. And so I just kind of walked away for the time being. I was like, "You know what? I'll come back in a couple days once those checks deposit.
If it's there, it's there.
Fingers crossed, it's there."
Yeah.
So I then go and visit a friend, and I'm sitting with this friend, old friend, good friend, telling them about this guitar. And they look at me and they go, "You know, I was going to give you a graduation present."
Oh. Oh.
And they were like, "So here's some money. Go put the down payment on it so that you can."
You know,
Exactly. And so I fucking haul ass over
yeah.
there. I get there.
Dude, yes.
It's not on the wall.
Oh, yeah.
And so I'm like, whatever. I guess it's not meant to be. Like,
right.
the right guitar finds you. I guess this
That's
one
true,
wasn't
though.
it.
That's true, though. But yeah.
So he comes in, the employee comes back in, and he sees me staring at the wall. And I was like, "Did it sell?" And he goes, "Yep." Like, this is within an hour. Like, dead ass.
Wow.
This is within an hour.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Oh, wow.
Within
Yeah.
an hour, this thing.
Shit.
The dude was like, because I thought the dude was bullshitting me.
Right.
Like, even though he was sitting there going, "I'm not bullshitting you," I was like, "Whatever, you're a Guitar Center employee. I don't buy it."
I worked there for 2 days and I quit, but yeah, go ahead.
Exactly.
I did. It's true. I worked there as a tech, 2 days, quit. But anyway, go ahead.
And so he walks in, he's like, "I told you, man." And I was like, "That sucks, dude." And so I was like, okay, I was like, "Well, I'll go into your like nice section and see if there's anything else back there that, piques my interest." But I was
Yeah.
bummed.
Well, of course.
And he walks back in and he goes, "Can you buy it right now?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Okay, let me go check something." And I was like, "All right." He leaves and comes back and he goes,
I think I see. Yeah.
he's like, "So it's an online purchase."
Yep.
And they've only started the purchase, but when somebody starts it to the extent that they did, we have to pull it because on our side, all signs say that it's sold. He was like, "But they have not paid for it yet. So if you can pay at least the down payment right now,"
Yep.
he's like, "I'll give it to you and we'll just send them an email that says, 'Oh, sorry, something went wrong in our system. It already sold in store.'" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll take it."
Yeah, hell yeah. I worked at a local music shop, a mom and pop shop after I worked at Guitar Center for 2 days. On my lunch break, I went and got another job because I was
Nice.
sick of upselling people.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, we would do the same stuff for people. It's like if they came in, like, yeah, same deal. It's like we would just send them an email and Reverb, and yeah, that's awesome, man.
Oh, dude, it was one of those things where it's like, okay, so I was supposed to get this guitar.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. If you slept on that, man, if you slept
I
on
know.
that, you'd be out of that guitar.
Literally within an hour.
Wow.
And it had just gone live earlier that day.
That's crazy, man.
Like, that's how much of a freaking find that thing was. And it's been
Yeah.
amazing, dude. It plays beautifully. Did I ever send you a picture of the back of it?
I don't think
No,
so.
go ahead and text that to me or something, or send me a DM.
Dude, it's a 3-piece
see that.
back.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah,
My
it's a
Taylor-
3-piece joint back, and it
Wow.
is sexy.
My Taylor's not quite as sexy. I bought I wanted to buy the most best sounding laminate back and side solid top guitar so I could bring it to
Yeah.
outdoor shows that were like blazing and it wouldn't like
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
the Hummingbird doesn't deserve that place, So
Mhm.
I was like, I want to try to keep that thing kind of nice, sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I mean, that's the wild. It just, like, it doesn't go out of tune. It does not
That's
go
awesome,
out of
man.
I've got
Wild.
my Martin's
Some
kind of the same
guitar-
way.
My Hummingbird, not to hop on the bandwagon, but my Hummingbird's kind of the same way. It
It's
just
wild.
doesn't. It really I tune it every time I check it usually, and I don't have to,
Yeah.
I don't have to do anything I still
Maybe
check
the
it.
G string. Maybe the G string's a little
Yeah.
out of whack.
Well, mine's a
Other
Gibson,
than
so
that- Other than that, I mean, I sit down and play it every single time, and it's just ready. And like the nice thing is too, it just works out because I'm sure you know, like Taylors are bright. They're notoriously bright
yes,
guitars.
absolutely.
Since it's an 07, it's bright, but it's mellowed out a lot because it's had 13 years to chill for a little
All
bit.
the vibrations, moving the top and kind of like loosening stuff, and the vibrations more,
Exactly.
it's more able to vibrate. And yeah, that's why, like, if you have an old guitar and it's not played, it's not the same as like a guitar that's been played a lot, because the
Exactly.
vibrations like just make everything sound so good.
Yeah. Dude, it's great.
What's your
And it's
opinion,
just-
Matt? Let me ask you, what's your opinion on there are some guitar manufacturers that will like, they'll, in the process of making them, they'll like put it through, I believe, some kind of machine or something like that. Like they'll try to basically age the top.
Yeah, I've heard about that, and I've heard about like in the
Mhm.
PRS Silver Eagle. Is that John Mayer's
Silver Sky.
Eagle? Silver
Sky?
Yeah, Silver Sky. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
They've like pre-aged the coils somehow
Yeah,
to get them warm.
it can't be exactly the same as what I'm thinking. Like, it
No,
has to
and
be-
I agree.
It just can't be exactly the same.
Yeah.
There's no way.
And I guess to me too, it's like all that stuff.
It adds mojo.
A little
I
bit.
mean,
Well,
just
and,
the
like-
it being old and just picking up like an old, like I got
Yeah.
an 82 Guild over there. Like, it's got some mojo about it.
Yeah,
I've got
what-
a late 50s, early 60s old
Okay.
Craftsman, and that's just it. I haven't found anything that sounds like it.
Nice.
Of course, the neck's like that band, but you
Dude,
know,
I've seen it. Yeah,
it's
and there's no,
gross.
there's
It's
like
also
no
about
trust or
that
I-
thick.
dude, it's not a baseball bat. It's like beyond a baseball bat.
It's a thick motherfucker.
Yeah, she's a big
I
girl.
guess my thing is like after you've played so many guitars, after you've been playing for so many years, when you go out to buy a guitar, it becomes such a pinpoint process
Oh yeah,
that, you know what, I'm sure some of those ones where they're pre-aging the top, it's gonna have the sound that somebody out there is looking for.
Absolutely.
yeah.
And it's
You're-
gonna
you're
sound
correct.
older. It's
Yeah.
gonna have hints of it. But yeah, you're never gonna be able to fully replicate it. And it just becomes like I might sit down and listen to a guitar and play guitar and be like, man, this thing sounds kick ass. And one of you guys literally might sit down and be like, I
Sounds like ass.
hate
Yeah.
the sound of that guitar.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And so it's just it like
100%.
I think it's cool that we have all those processes to do something. More so, my thing is, I just don't give a fuck.
I'm kind of the same.
I'm
people
gonna sit
argue-
down and play a bunch of guitars, and if the $700
Yep.
kind of high tier made in Mexico Telecaster is the one that my finger said, that's it. That's the one I'm
Yeah.
buying.
Absolutely.
I don't care.
People look at labels too much, man. They do.
Oh yeah.
I like the American Strats. They're good, but
There's no difference.
I have
from that
Mexican
and a
Strats.
Mexican. I've got a
Well, a Mexican, made it in Mexico versus a Mexican making in California. So,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
the real
that's
difference.
that's the only difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, my Strat's a Mexican Fender, and it's perfect.
I play a couple of Mexican Strats.
Best part about it was only about $200.
There
Yeah,
you
he got a
go.
steal on his. He got a steal on his. I got like a
That's
couple
killer.
$300 ones, but yeah, and they're
High
great.
school
And
graduation present.
nice. I was playing a gig and this dude just like came up. I was playing like a festival. This dude just like ran up like to like right in front of me. He was like, "Dude, is that an American or a custom shop?" I was like, "This is a Mexican." What are you talking about? I was like, "Dude, that sounds insane." I threw him one of my dumb pics with my face on it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see that. I sent him. threw
Oh,
him-
dude, okay. So funny thing
That's
about your
somewhere.
guitar pick. Andy gave me the one that you told him to give me one day.
Yes.
Guess what? I have no idea where it is.
Oh, I believe you.
Yeah.
But are you ready for this?
Okay.
In like a week and a half, I'll find it.
What do you mean a weekend? Like, do you
And I'll
always,
have it for 48 hours. And then it will disappear again.
is this a cycle?
Dude, the amount I'm dead ass serious, dude. I have had that guitar pick for what, like 2 years now?
Dude,
Yeah.
It's got to be going on like
Yeah,
2
it's
or
about
3 at
2.
this point.
2 or 3, maybe. Yeah, maybe 2.
It's about 2 because you gave that to me when I was still with my creepy ass roommate.
yeah,
And I
yeah, that's true.
lose it all the time.
Same.
But
I've got
it
like
has
2 of them.
somehow survived me moving across the states
Oh my God.
twice And it's still just randomly. I'll be cleaning out a duffel bag or as something within the next couple weeks, and I'll go, "Oh, hey, it's Cole." Ah.
Everybody,
it's
I'll be
because
like,
Cole's like
guitar
herpes.
picks.
Yeah,
Cole's
and I'll
like
be like,
herpes.
"Don't
It'll
go
go away
away."
for a little bit, but it'll come back.
I come back. You'll just when you least expect it.
He just pops his ugly ass fucking face in.
Dude,
"Oh,
I got to get you
Joel."
one of these purple ones, man. Only
Hell
one because
yeah,
I know
dude.
you'll keep it. I'll know you keep it,
Absolutely.
man.
I'll lose it and find it and lose it and find it, and
That's
it'll be
amazing.
great. I just have like a little Cole Easter egg in my life that just
Well,
It
like
pops
out.
in.
you're gonna
just
be
pops
80
in to
years
check on
old.
you.
You'd be like, oh yeah, that guy.
mm-hmm.
This fucking guy.
That motherfucker's still alive.
Oh my god. It's
Probably
gonna be-
not.
Probably not. Probably not past like.
Dude, I was thinking about Paul yesterday. Let's talk about Paul for a second.
Paul
my
motherfucking
boy.
Riley.
My boy,
Paul
dude,
motherfucking Riley.
the
he-
best.
So like the last week, I don't know if you guys saw my like tweet diatribe about guitar the other day.
I don't have Twitter.
I posted on my Instagram too,
Okay,
but
I have no excuse now.
I feel like I've learned more guitar in the last 2 weeks than I have in the last year. And it's because I've just been sitting down and just like having fun with my guitars.
That was a topic actually I had, man.
Yeah.
I don't have shit I have to learn right now, really. So I've been kind of just like playing, like I've been trying to learn a brand of Polyphia song. I don't know if you know who they are. They're like a guitar.
Yeah.
I've been trying to learn one of those. But, it's been kind of like a weird thing because I wouldn't play something like that ever.
Yeah,
So I'm not gonna. Nobody's gonna
Um,
pay me to do it. You know.
Yeah.
exactly. But it's just like, I think I've just reached like, partially for me, I think I've just reached a confidence level with guitar to where I know whatever I want to learn, I can. It's just a matter of actually
Yeah.
sitting down and doing it.
Put it in the time. Yep.
Yeah.
But like the more that I sit down and just do it, the more I have fun with it. And the more I've just like, I've grown so thankful for that quirky motherfucker. Like,
Dude,
good, man.
everything.
because
good.
he just loved guitar too.
Yes.
Like that's all
Absolutely.
it was. He just
Yeah.
loved music and playing.
Yeah.
And I can just see like when I sit down and just have fun with it,
You can just see Paul. He's looking
you
down.
see
at you.
yourself like being like, oh,
Yeah.
this is what that dude was talking about.
Absolutely.
Dude.
Yeah. Same.
Dude,
Same
I was
over here, man.
so
Couldn't really put it
sad.
better.
that I don't get to do lessons with him anymore.
Yeah, who replaced
Joel.
him?
Joel.
Dude, that guy's good. That guy's
Joel is
damn
fucking
good.
amazing.
Joel's very good. I've seen him play live.
Joel.
Tucker.
Tucker brothers.
Was he the guy who was
He's the jazz guitar guy.
Oh, that's super good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen him play live, Matt?
No.
Oh, it's
If you ever get the chance,
look at his
I mean,
albums. He's his band's
Dude.
got stuff on Spotify.
That dude
Oh.
rips, and he's the nicest guy in the world. If you go up and
Oh,
talk
dude,
to
I
him.
love Joel.
Nice. Well, and that's
Oh,
like
man.
that's really good. Just even from the standpoint of he can have a bit more modern touch on the players.
Oh,
that
yeah.
come through.
Well, that,
Yeah,
which
I
that
wanted
was
to
the
talk-
really
huge.
beneficial.
I wanted to talk about that kind of because I loved playing classical guitar. It was cool, but like
Mhm.
I don't make money playing. I don't play classical guitar.
The
anymore
only
at
way
all,
to
man.
make money
don't-
from it is to be
And-
just
and-
top notch with it.
And Riley even kind of told me at one point because I was talking to him just kind of like in passing about like singing or whatever. Like I was working on my singing and stuff. He goes, "Oh yeah,
Yeah.
man, you can make money if you get good at that." That's what he told me. It just even
Yeah.
that kind of thing was like, okay, I need to. I
Yeah.
was like, man, I got to focus on something a little different. And as soon as I swapped my major was when I personally, for what I wanted to do, started actually making money playing music
Nice.
and doing
Very
what
nice.
I personally wanted to do was when I changed my major out of the music major. And everybody told me I was making the wrong decision. I wasn't going to make money in music.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, not for me.
There's money. There's money to be made.
You
There
know,
absolutely
I mean,
is. The only reason I think I will make money off of class is because I love the idea of going to like the Denver Botanical Gardens and being like, hey, give me a slot for an hour and I'll just
Oh yeah,
yeah,
play
that's a
super
thing.
cool stuff.
There's certain
Play
places.
some rain.
And
Absolutely.
I already have connections in that realm as well.
That's awesome.
Because
man.
my
Yeah.
landlord's a musician, and so she told me, she was like,
That's
as
cool.
soon as you have like enough material for hotel gigs and stuff like that,
Yeah,
she's like,
yeah.
let me know,
Nice.
and I'll plug you in. And I was like, cool.
See, that's
Um,
cool. Yeah,
And I
got
just like
friends that do
classical,
that.
and even more so, I just play a lot of finger style. You guys have seen the
Mhm.
stuff
Oh,
that I
yeah.
post.
Yeah,
I play
absolutely,
a
man.
lot of like technical finger style hammer-ons, weird shit. And so it's not necessarily classical, but all of the like mind-hand connection
Yeah.
that Paul passed on through
Oh, yeah.
classical, I use it all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. I learned a lot about just how to practice from him and how
Right?
that
was his whole thing.
We
was
like,
how
and
to
we
do
all
it.
joked like, "Oh yeah, I guess we're gonna talk about Alexander technique." I
Well,
use
but-
it all the time.
Oh, yeah.
I give
All
it to
the
my
time.
students, dude. I give it to my
Yeah.
students, and it helps them. They're like,
I've been
dude,
using
I
it.
can't play
the
this
past,
chord, and it's like, yeah.
I've been trying to learn that intro riff to Building the Church by Steve Vai. Just
Oh,
that
yeah, yeah, yeah.
crazy tapping that he does. I
Yeah.
literally probably haven't gotten past like the first 3 bars, just because I'm trying to sit there and trying to get each note to sound how
Take
it
it
is.
slow, man. Take it. I tell
I
all my
am.
students, take that shit slow. Tell all my students, you can ask them. I get annoying about it.
It's
Slow
just-
down. You know?
The bitch of it
They
is
get
right
annoyed.
here, because you got to sit like this and
Mm.
practice
Oh,
it.
yeah,
So I
yeah,
sit there.
yeah.
I sit there and go for about like 3 minutes. I'm like, okay.
There's a video of Steve Vai talking about how sore
Yeah.
his arm got doing that same thing.
Yeah. See, I don't have
Yeah.
his dedication to learn it to probably sit there, because he probably sat there for like
Right.
3 hours with it propped up.
I'm
like,
learning
I'm
Goat by
good.
Polyphia, and I'm like, I've almost got it. Just the little intro riff thing. Like I've
Yeah.
almost got. There's that. I don't know if you're familiar with that. There's one really, really, really incredibly fast thing. I'm still haven't gotten to speed with,
No.
but I could play it.
Nice.
It's not as
I listen to them here and there, but it's more of like they pop up in playlists, and I
that
don't
that
know
guitar
until I
player,
look.
Tim Henson. Like I freaking love how unique his
Is
playing
that the dude that
is.
did the
Right.
Muppets?
Dude, all that stuff. I
know
started
if he did
working
the
on like
Muppets.
a very snarky puppy-esque stuff the other day.
Oh, I love them, of course.
Right.
Alrighty. This has been another episode of Two
Two
Dudes,
dudes, news,
News
and
and
brews.
Brews. Special thanks to our guest, Matt Buckner.
Thanks
All
for
his
having me.
shit's in the
You can
description.
Yes,
everybody.
check out all of his links and stuff. If you want to get in contact with him for possible audio work.
Songwriting,
or,
Yeah,
singing,
songwriting help, producing help.
OnlyFans.
I cut this out if you don't want this in there, but if
No, we will admit where we're at.
That shit's cut, dude. It won't take you up, bro.
audiobooks, film scoring, anything like that. Yeah.
All of his contact information is down in the description, so be sure to look at that. Hit him up if you need it.
Mass the
And,
shit. I wouldn't say it if it's not true. Mass the
Yeah,
shit.
These
I mean,
guys
he's
are
got a
good
bad
friends, too.
detection for if people. But other than that, I have nothing bad to say about the
I'd
guy.
say it's pretty damn close. I'd say it's pretty good.
Trying to tell me
But
something, Andy?
anyway,
and so it begins.
anyway,
You're welcome.
as always, we're still poor. Cole has yet to put the Patreon together, so that's great.
We're gonna have all kinds of tiers on our Patreon, guys. We're gonna have
Once
a
you
tier where
Fucking
we'll
get
fly
it
out.
up, you lazy
We'll
ass.
fly out. We're gonna party with you. We're gonna have tiers. We'll fly out, and me and Andy will both play music to you. And if for a higher tier, I'll just play music to you, and Andy will sit there and just chug beers,
Strip.
or that for even.
They're
higher
gonna need a
tier.
pair of sunglasses if that happens. I'm pretty
That
fucking
tier's
white.
$69.
$6,900 actually.
All right, we're starting to roll out the cheap jokes. So,
Yep.
my name is Matt Buckner. This has been Cole and Andrew's podcast, Bros, News, and Brews, and
Bros, news, and hoes. You know,
and
Yeah,
Hoes.
that's what we're called.
on a Wednesday.
on no Wednesday.
If you want more
Good
sexy
sound.
audio, vote to have me come back on the show, and I'll make another random drink, and we'll talk about guitars for another.
But you can't make a regular drink.
You
No.
gotta
We're all
continually
weird.
make something new.
I'll make something with ginger in it next time.
We're gonna podcast enough to make him an alcoholic.
Let's not do that.
Too late. you said you'd come back anytime, so you know.
I mean, I
We have
will.
you on video. We don't get a lot of guests back.
I'll come back anytime, man.
Be careful what you.
We got
wish for.
one.
We'll
We're
have
gonna
you
end up
anytime,
having
you
two
son of a bitch.
returning guests.
We just have two
That's
guests.
fine, man.
We
I
just
love
swap 'em out.
podcasts. Podcasts are the way to go.
I-